Molly's Radio 1 co-host Matt Edmondson has been to find out how your donations are helping change lives.
I'm a proud father to 7-year-old Ivy and 2-year-old Willow.
They mean the absolute world to me, but being a parent is a bit of an adjustment, and at times it's been a bit of a struggle.
10 years ago, I was diagnosed with cyclothymia. It means I can ride a wave of mood swings, so sometimes I feel fantastic and I get loads done. But on the flip side, I can have very dark times where I feel depressed and anxious. It's a disorder that I suspect my dad also had, but sadly went undiagnosed because in 2008, when I was just 22 years old, he lost his life to suicide.
Now, I found with my own mental health journey that it's been so helpful for me to be able to talk to someone. But not everyone is as fortunate, and actually for men, for dads, it can be a challenge.
Jaden is a father of one.
So you've got a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Little girl.
Yeah.
What's she like?
Yeah, she's a cheeky little monkey. She's absolutely brilliant. She's inquisitive. I'm so grateful to have had her as a child. It's phenomenal.
Jaden became a dad at 22, but it was a few years later that he started struggling.
I started really realising that I actually, on the male perspective, was actually quite lonely. I didn't have that male view.
What kind of a place were you in mental health-wise?
For me, I felt like I wasn't really a dad. I didn't feel like I belonged. I had no one to give me an example. I didn't have any sort of other dads I knew at the time. Got quite dark, I'll be honest. Not knowing who to go to was the biggest problem. Not having an idea of someone that I could, talk to about things.
Jaden became aware of Dadless Soul, a comic relief funded support group for dads and their children.
Dadless Soul for me has kept me sane. I've met friends that I will have for life. And some of these guys have become family to me as far as I'm concerned.
And I sort of wonder, had that not happened, had you not had that path open up to you, where do you think...
If it wasn't for everything that gave me, it gave me strength, it gave me reason, it gave me the ability to know that I'm actually worth more than I think I am.
In 2022, there were over 5,500 suicides in England and Wales, and around 3/4 of those were male. Dan Flanagan set up Dadless Soul in 2016.
Why did you set it up?
When I was about 6, my dad was awarded custody of me and my 3 sisters. So I sort of grew up seeing the abject lack of support there was for dads. And then when I became a dad myself, I was really struggling. And I wanted some mates. What I've sort of realised is through, I think we're on event 400 and something now, it's that middle-aged men, or men in general, won't talk about their feelings. Now they've got a space and a community where out comes whatever they need to get off their shoulders, and there's a lovely ready-made support network out there for them.
Dadless Soul hosts many different events which offer opportunities for men to talk with or without their children, from puppet shows to swimming.
Have you noticed a difference because of the cost of living? Because people have less money to spend.
If people are on low or no wage, you can come along for free. That's one of the benefits of working with organisations like Comic Relief that can subsidise those. You can come along, take part in any of the activities you want.
And in terms of the impact that Comic Relief has, talk to me about that.
So, first of all, it allows us to be in more locations, but it'll also help with the sort of volunteer recruitment and getting the dads more involved. Everybody wants to belong, and that's what I suppose Comic Relief has done, is allowed us to increase that impact. To have a huge organisation supporting you year after year, that's really reassuring, especially in the hard times to have.
Tyler has been attending Dadless Soul events for 8 years. He's dad to 2 boys.
I'm quite good at putting up a mask. I suppose I didn't want to be vulnerable. And it got to the point where I was desperate and I was crying for help.
What feeling do you get on the day that you know you've got a Dadless Soul event?
It gives dads like me an opportunity to have a trusted space, and it gives us a chance to take care of ourselves and ultimately the people that we love in our life.
I'm joining a group of dads for a chat.
We've all spoken, I think, quite honestly today about mental health. But do you think there's still a stigma for guys, for dads, to say, I need help?
Yes, 100%. 100% there's a stigma for it. I think men don't talk to each other. It's really hard to find those communities to engage with.
I think given the right dynamics, men will open up and talk. I think there's more of a, you're not sure, how to admit that you actually have a problem.
What Dadless Soul does is, you know that the people there have made the decision, they've done the brave bit already, which is turning up to a place where they don't know anyone.
If someone has reached out and done that, they've done the work and therefore that environment is not going to judge them, they can be rest assured that they're not going to get criticised or judgment in there.
Discussing mental health can be hard, but dads don't have to battle it alone.
If Dadless Soul didn't exist, what do you think the impact would be if those dads didn't have somewhere to go?
I think there'll be a lot more children that are setting up charities in the memory of their dads. The bottom line, Dadless Soul saves lives. We are equipping these men with the emotional support they need to continuously get through another day.
I wish something like it had existed for my dad. I wish he could have come and been involved in something like this and had some people to talk to.
That conversation just there proves that men have got better at talking, but of course there's always more work to do, isn't there?
What a wonderful charity, though, supporting so many people and the ripple effect of that.